Look at that little guy in there. Oh no. Boom. Right off, man, like nothing. Let's try out the Eagle Guard. Damn, man. This thing looks so cool in here.
I mean, the inside's not bad, Bob. It's just, you got the mouse smell sometimes, I mean, because we clean it out a couple times. It's just hard keeping them out, you know. Do what you want to do to it, you know, do your research and development. And
okay. People liked that last time we did R&D on one of your guys' trucks.
And like I said, we'll grab it on Friday sometime. And
yeah, get you ready for the truck show, man. This will be great, and I'll meet you guys down there. We're going to go down to the Trucks for Charity show down near Wallingford, Connecticut. Tell me more about this truck, though. This truck is what year? What is this thing?
1969 GMC Astro.
Yeah.
This was my father's first brand new truck.
Yeah.
His first diesel truck that he bought from the dealer.
And then you guys started using my family's soaps back in the early 80s, late 70s?
Using the two-step wand and...
Yeah, the old two-step machines.
Gas-powered.
Wow.
every Friday and Saturday night we had to wash the trucks.
And that was your job, right? You were the guy?
That was my job and my 4 brothers.
Wow. So this is a lot of history then. So this actual truck was washed with our soaps. I think it'd be pretty appropriate for me to release some new products on this thing with you guys going, seeing as there's so much history with this thing.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, let me get on this, and I'll keep you guys posted. We'll have it ready for this coming Friday. I can't wait. I'm gonna spend my whole week on this thing. I'm gonna lock the doors, keep everybody out.
Keep everybody out.
Awesome to see you guys.
You too.
Always a pleasure, man.
Go home.
And we'll be in touch.
Wife, cut the lawn.
Yeah. Go get some work done over there. I'll take care of this for you guys.
You need to treat this family right and do a better job than usual.
No, there's a lot of history with this one. This one's very, very, very historical.
Don't mess this up.
Yeah.
I sense a presence here with us.
There's a mouse in here. I think it came from the truck. Look at that little guy in there. He's just hanging out. We're gonna disrupt your home. I'm so sorry. Well, the audience has spoken, and what everyone seems to want is more talking. I don't know, I have things to say. This is what I'm talking about right here. The rag company is so proactive. They noticed, there's a lot of people with the original air blaster that had issues with the mechanical bearings seizing up. They think it had to do mostly with rust in the air compressors getting jammed up in the thing, but they made a whole new design for us. I've still got the original one that I ever opened up, but I love what these guys are doing. They've designed this shield inside this new cone here to keep dirt away from this bearing. But while this is off, you can now pop this out just like that. How nice is that? And they now have these. So now you've got your replacement bearing kit, and they even came out with a swivel kit. And they have a really nice upgraded design here instead. Let's pop open one of these guys. We got these 3 connector options. I use this style. Let's fire this thing up. Dude, you can't be hanging out next to my motorcycle. Hey, no. Yeah, get over there. Shop smells like a pet store right now. All right, here's my old one. Still working. I ran it over, drilled holes in it. I mean, I have beaten the ever-loving heck out of this thing. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. How am I gonna get out of here with no hands? kind of amazing how much junk came out of this cab. Now that we have the majority of that junk out of there. Doug from Detail It sent me some of these at his own expense, which is really kind of him. These are BioBombs. This is like very interesting, this stuff here. I used it one time already. It comes with this little aerator pump thing, and you just fill this with water. They come with a lot of little stuff, little mini deodorizing tablets. I threw one of these in my steamer, which is so perfect for this project. You can steam the deodorizing stuff right out. Air freshener bar, maybe we'll give them that. So you just fill this with water, drop in one of these tabs, and then you just kind of throw that in there. And you turn this on, and it just kind of bubbles this thing. Yeah, you activate this, you get out of the vehicle immediately because this stuff hits pretty hard. Shut all the doors, and then you wait an hour and go back in there, hold your breath, open the doors up, ventilate, and that's that. So maybe that'll help with the pet store smell we have going on in the bay right now. There we go. It's got serious Alka-Seltzer vibes. Look at this thing bubbling. This thing is like a science project, man. I love it. All right, promptly exit the vehicle. Let's let that stew for a little while. Boom, check these things out. I've been playing with this powdered concept of stars and stripes for a long time now, actually. But it's such a new concept that I kind of want to take my time with it and make sure that it's really dialed in and just right. One of the things we're working on this week is we're adjusting these to include some water softeners, which I think will help speed up the dissolving of these into the water. When you first put them in, you'll still see some of the solid ingredients floating around in there, even if you shake it up for a few minutes. It hasn't been a problem on my power washers here, but I'm not sure if that would have the effect of clogging up a smaller power washer. So I may play with these in like one of those little Ryobi machines soon. But man, look at these. And what's really cool is we've had some time to play with these a little bit. I wanted to increase the value of these by adding some functionality. I had a comment come up on one of the first videos when I was showing these powders, and I think it might have been on the one with the same family here, the Sweeneys. My original plan was to have these jars go into 5-gallon pails full of water. So this is the right amount of powder to create a 5-gallon pail of ready to fill up your foam cannons. But someone in the comments said to me, oh, this is so great because I don't have space to store the gallons. This will be fantastic for me because it saves so much space. And that's when it occurred to me that we needed to create a way to scoop these straight into the foam cannons also. So you have two different modes for these, where you either create 5-gallon pails ready to dispense and get the mixing out of the way one time, or you mix them as needed. So I looked into scoops for like 10 seconds, and then I realized how lame all the options were, you know, like normal scoops that you would put into something. And that's the moment where we decided to get into 3D printing, which has been a lot of fun. We actually make these scoops right here. This is a World War I entrenchment tool replica. It holds 1/3 of an ounce per scoop. Now, I have 1,000 milliliters of water in both of these cannons, roughly. So one scoop would be as far as you could stretch it. It's still pretty decent foam at one scoop, but 2 scoops would be double the foam thickness, and then 3 scoops would be triple that. And your cleaning power goes up each time. I think that we'll just show you what it looks like. So 1 scoop goes in, 1 scoop goes in. Now I'm not gonna wait for these to fully dissolve. I'm just gonna go straight to it because I'm trying to see if I can clog up my screens on my foam cannon pickup tubes. I had one beta tester that when they used the powders into the 5-gallon pails in that method, the powder didn't dissolve even after like a week. I don't know if that has to do with water hardness or something, maybe at his location. He dropped off some of his water and also the pails that aren't going in. And so we're gonna do some tests there and find out what's going on with that situation. But for me and every other beta tester so far that I'm aware of, no one's had any issues with them not dissolving at all. That's what I'm always looking for when it comes to beta testers. I'm looking for the problems, you know, more than anything. Let's show you guys what it looks like to use these with 1 scoop each. So you can see the foam quality is about as lean as you'd want the foam to ever be. I think that that's gonna get some work done on a maintenance wash level, but if you want thicker foam and you wanna see some, you know, higher performance, then I would double it up, throw another scoop in there. I think that this system allows for a little bit more flexibility because you could also go much stronger than the liquid version would normally allow. And then if you were to put these jars straight into the 5-gallon pails, like a full 60 16-ounce jar into a 5-gallon pail of water, I believe the math would be roughly the 3 scoop in each foam cannon mark. So that would be like toward the stronger side. Let me dump these out so that I get more accurate measurements here. We'll put 3 scoops in. Refilled up to the 1,000 milliliter mark for accuracy. Well, that's a heaping scoop right there, holy moly. That might be 3 already. Let's do a little one. Now my scoop design here is pretty inaccurate, but I couldn't make it more accurate without losing the cool factor. I'm gonna be including a set of gloves with each one of these as well so that you can keep yourself safe on a PPE level. Here I am again, not wearing mine. All right, let's try these with 3 scoops each. All right, let's douse this whole thing down and get a head start on cleaning it. Look at this little guy. One hour. BioBombs still going. Wow, it just smells like a swimming pool in there now. I'll take that over the mouse thing any day. So I'm gonna be coming back into this thing to do some, little touches, but quite a head start though to use the touch-free wash on the first pass. It gets the bulk of it out of your way and then you can see what's left. But I think it's pretty cool to get to use this new concept of our 2-step wash on this with the history these guys have. What the heck? They were using the 2-step soaps back in 1979. They were using them through one of these right here. I grew up working on these things. This is actually one that was given back to me brand new in the box because the fellow who bought this from my father was used to power washers, dying out pretty quick. And so he bought 2 of these things. He never needed to open the second one. And 40 years later, he gave me this thing brand new in the box. Isn't that crazy? What an awesome thing. Like I was saying, it wasn't that dirty before, but it certainly looks a whole lot better now. Not bad for a first pass. I like it. Let's fuel this thing up. The little minis are kind of cool. things. I always forget to wear my gloves. Dang it. You know, this thing is so gross. And even if it weren't, you know, you should wear your gloves. You gotta be a better example. I've been working with soaps my whole life, and who knows what impact that's had. And the other thing is, I always forget how much heavy duty sucks to use on the interiors. It always leaves all the ingredients behind, gets all dry looking. Look how dry that all looks in there. So to juice things up, use some of this. Maybe the green tea scent will help save my life in here, because it smells like a pet store in this place right now. This stuff, it foams up better, it gets the dirt out of there better, and for whatever reason, it just leaves the floor looking good, and that's gonna stay that way. It's nice. Even on all this drama here, spray it on there, juice up all this dried junk we got going on here. All of a sudden we're looking better. The steamer in itself dries things out a little bit. Then you add something like my heavy duty cleaner in there and just really dries out. So this rejuvenates. And there we go. A little bit better. And I say a little bit better, but that's miles better. You can see the darker stains there. I'm wondering if there's a mouse nest inside of here. And I just hit this with the interior cleaner. That cleaned up real good. A little dry looking right there. I'll try and juice that up with something. Oh. All right, we are in a good spot here. So I finished hitting up the interior cleaner on all of this stuff. Got this all juiced up. I used my razor to shave this a little bit. The one I actually shave with. I think I killed it, but we got the job done. This is looking a little less furry now. And then in here, that steamer really dried this thing out. So I hit this with my tire shine, actually. It's called tire and trim for a reason, and that's because you can rejuvenate trim with it. There's definitely some mouse nest up in that top right corner over there against the windshield. I don't know how we're gonna get at that. I don't know if we can. I'm sure this all can come out, but we don't really have time for that level of cleaning. I think this stuff all needs to get pulled out of here to get the mouse nest stuff out, and that's why those BioBombs didn't really hit it. But I'm gonna try the BioBombs one more round. We're gonna lock those in here right now and just see if that does anything. All right, I don't have any more of the real BioBombs tabs. I do have a bunch of the mini ones. I'm just gonna throw all of them in there. We got these freshness bars. I'm gonna put them both in there. Freshness bar 1. I'm gonna hide this right here where they don't know where it is. Got 60 days. This is scented fresh AF, so that should help. Take out my doorstop. Let this thing stew for a while. Well, now what? So I got the inside clean. Maybe I could start sanding these down. All right, I got 320 grit here. Let's try some 220. I just think we can smooth that out a little bit more. You can see all this weird stuff here. I'm pretty sure we can do better than this. Let's hit it with a heavier grit still. All right. Smelling pretty fresh in there for the moment. Supposed to air the cab out after you're done with that, but I'm going to not, because it's pretty bad in there. Yeah, these are looking pretty good. I was just finishing this little section here and another little mouse popped out and ran by me right over here. So there's 2 of them so far. I'm sure they appreciate the good house cleaning we're giving them. Before I go, I've got some peppermint spray somewhere. Mice hate peppermint. Rodent vehicle protection. This thing's gonna smell like all kinds of stuff by the time they get here. All right, that's enough for today. Let's call it a night. Okay. Let's see what we got in here. It's a weird mix of peppermint and chlorine. I'll take it over the mouse smell though. It It's definitely better. Unfortunately, we do not have the time to take this cab all the way apart and get those mouse nests out of there. Man, that's too bad, because I would love to fix that problem for these guys. Well, anyway, let's keep polishing and see what we get. And I'm using these 3M sanding pads. These are coarse grit. We don't know what that means, but they're coarse grit. Just to get the really deep stuff out first. We made it through half of one strap with the first battery. These little guys are pretty weak, so we're gonna need 8 charges here. So we got quite a bit more to do. We're getting out some of this deeper scratching, and then we're gonna come back with the DA again. Just because when I was doing this first pass with the DA, I wasn't really getting it all the way out of there. So I want this to really pop. You know, if we can do anything right on this, it'll be these polishing steps. Try and make up for our sins on the inside of this thing and not taking those mouse nests out of there. Let's keep that shut. I'm gonna need to speed things up. I bet I have a flap wheel and an angle grinder that I can use for this. Plug this in. Oh, this will get it. Stainless is tough. We have this weird two-tone effect going on in the stainless. I'm hoping that goes away with the cutting wheel when I do the next pass here, but man, that is hopefully gonna go away and not bring it out more. It's almost like kind of a golden sheen here, but not here. Polishing sucks, man. Thankfully, I don't have to do much of it, but stainless, man, that's really difficult. It's such a hard metal. So we've sanded up to 320. I mean, probably 400 would be the best finish to keep it going, but I'm curious to try out the cutting wheel on this now and just see if we can get some of that weird discoloration out of there. If any of you guys out there know anything about polishing stainless, chime in, man. I'd love to learn what to do right here and what I'm doing wrong, because I'm certainly doing many things wrong. Do you need to go outside, love?
Anywhere to get away from the polishing.
There you go. This is coming out awful. I was afraid that the two tones would get more accentuated by polishing, and that seems to be the case. Let's see if the smoky red can do anything. I should have left these straps alone. I think they looked better before I started touching them. I'm just hoping that maybe there's a chance that it'll look less awful if I do this. But obviously this process isn't gonna take out all these scuffs from all the sanding marks. Boy, I really suck at this polishing thing, man. On the other side, I dug out all of these deeper scratches with the flap wheel. Kind of see some of them here, and I'm wondering, I must have cut through the mill scale and made it awful looking. So on this side, I'm gonna try something else. I'm just gonna work through the, you know, up to the 320 grit, and then polish these and not dig into these, and hopefully this side will come out a little better. And then we'll just take all of our after shots on this side. Very interesting. We've got a better result over here by not using the flap wheel. These actually look like pretty decent. I mean, they're not anywhere near what I would have loved to have done because of the scratches. Like, look at this one here. See how those are still in there? But I still prefer that over the weird two-tone finish that we had on that side. All right, let's try the Bandit Blue. Got a little bit of junk on this chrome, nothing much. Very, very easy. This is not a challenge for anything on the market. This is so easy. I have wanted a polish of my own for so long. I love this. Thank goodness this was easy. Now we have the front to do. This is really depressing. There are so many surfaces inside of here that are just absolutely tiny and meticulous. I'd say we gotta do it all. Is there a better way to do these kind of radiuses? Seems like a waste. Stop it. 20 feet of masking tape later. Maybe I can just take these off of here. It's clean behind there. I get a little smoky red on this chrome here. I hit this a little harder. I got the world's littlest polisher here. I don't think this is gonna work. Brillo. Oh, this is so much easier. Man, you know. All right, it's getting late. I need to call it. Tomorrow we'll get into some more cleaning. We'll use some of the iron remover. We'll treat this thing with some of the Eagle Guard to protect it from the wintertime. And we'll clean out the insides of the tires. We're gonna go under the frame there and like really get this thing good and make it look as right as we can for a truck show. All right, it's a new day.
2,000 years later.
I have to run things here and it's unbelievable how much stuff comes up here midweek. So it's now 2:30 in the afternoon and I am just starting on this thing today and I only have it till tomorrow morning. There's so much more I want to do to this thing. We need to buff down this bumper. Those steer tires look pretty rough. I still want to hit up some witch's brew on some of the rusty spots on the frame. There's just a little bit of rust in some of these areas. And then I think we'll be in a good place to throw our Eagle Guard on this thing. I'm trying to get this ready for a truck show and I feel so bad that I'm getting spread too thin to really do justice to this thing, but we'll just deal with it and we'll do our best. Give it a little bit of this. This is a heavy cut. This is gonna be for the more difficult work, you know, the stuff that needs it more. For the finish cut, we have Bandit Blue, and that one's gonna be more for the light work. So the rest of this bumper only needs that, but as you work it in, you'll notice it starts to oxidize a little bit, and that's good. That's pulling out the impurities from the chrome or the aluminum or whatever you're working on. This is a great way to protect your stainless and your polished aluminum. It definitely leaves behind a lot of protection, and it's kind of a cool effect when you rinse it with water. Well, dang, man, I don't know if we need to even use the finish cut. Let's use the brew. We got rust in here. You can see it going already. We'll let that soak for a little bit. I'm just gonna douse anything that needs it, you know, and then let it sit for a while we get some other work done. Oh yeah, all that rust's coming right out. Douse some of this rust in here. See how this first wheel we put it on is looking. Oh yeah, it's in there. Now while that's doing its thing, we'll hit it with some heavy duty. Yeah, there it is, coming right off. Oh, right off, man, like nothing. Oh, that is running right off of there. That is so nice. Damn, look at this one. Wow. Let's try out the Eagle Guard. Let's throw a little bit in here and we'll throw some through our ejector. We don't need too much of this stuff. So I got a gallon of water in here. I got 32 ounces of this right here. This stuff is pretty effective at 100 to 1. So with 1 gallon, that would be like 1.28 ounces. While this is pumping, we'll throw this on the injector over here. By the way, these little caps are new. We are 3D printing these right here in our own facility. All kinds of interesting new designs coming out. Heck, what am I doing? Why don't I just use my power washer to do this? Look at all that goodness up in there. Protect this thing for another 55 years. On the underneath, we can just leave it on there. And then on the painted surfaces, we can throw it on and rinse it off. The Eagle Guard will leave behind the rust protection even if you rinse it afterwards, but it'll be better if you don't rinse it. Let's douse this thing down, man. All right, well that's on there. I gave it a light rinse on the exterior stuff. I've tested it before letting it dry and I've not seen any residue or anything left behind. No issues on polished aluminum. But look at how the water is reacting to the polish on this chrome here. That is so cool. That is just dripping right off. Let's get some snake oil on this thing and move on to the next step here. I think that might be everything. We just gotta throw some tire shine on this thing and wipe down the cab and the glass a little bit in the morning, and then I think we'll be all set. Okay, final day here. We're on the home stretch. Tires are looking real fresh on the inside. That's pretty cool. I feel like we got a lot of the rust stains out of the wheels. That's looking a little better. Straps are still looking horrible. Little touch-ups, nothing much left. So let me just buff off some of this with the awesome sauce. You know what that's for. This stuff right here. Gosh darn it, the top is dirty. We're gonna pretend the awesome sauce is a waterless wash. We got the plush cover here. No harm done. I guess these pop off. This thing is absolutely toasted. That's the roof right there. Done completely wrong. All right, let's get some tire shine going here. Got some of the highest quality brands in the world to pull from. So the best tire shine on the market that I've heard of is Mop and Glow. Let's try it out. I don't know why this stuff is so popular with truckers. We're gonna find out why. Apparently that's their preferred tire shine here. I've heard good things. I should probably be wearing my PPE. Let me know what your guys' favorite tire shine is, because I need to know what the standard is to hit. I want to develop a water-based tire shine that's really durable. I imagine you guys want like a gloss finish for truck shows and maybe a matte finish for the rest of the time. Smells good too. I feel like some kind of citrusy vibe going on with this stuff. I guess we'll see how this dries and we'll take a peek at it in just a little bit. Mop and Glow, man. Look at that for tire shine, huh? I mean, you know I've got no vested interest in saying this stuff works nice, but I can't complain one bit. Try it out, see what you think, let me know. I've just finished cleaning this thing up and now the boss is here to inspect the work. Let's see what she thinks.
This looks good. Still smells like a pet store.
Yeah.
You should have got those mouse nests out.
Yep. Go and inspect the filling line, make sure they're putting everything together. There you go. There she goes. She's supervising the filling crew today, so. That's the truck right there. So he's gonna load this truck onto that truck. It's gonna be pretty cool. This thing is cleaner than the other one.
I don't know about that.
Dude, you gotta come see it. Come on, let's take a look. What do you think?
Wow, that came out good.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, nice and shiny. Oh wow, look at a dash.
It's not bad.
I can tell from here. Look at, you know. Wow, that looks great.
No, it was cool to work on a truck like this. There was a lot of history in it, you know. And you grew up washing this with my family's soaps.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How cool is that, man?
All the time.
What a history.
Every Friday and Saturday.
Man.
If you didn't get it done on Friday, you had Saturday to do it.
How old were you when you started washing the trucks with the family?
Oh God, I was young.
Yeah.
You know, 6. Oh yeah.
That's like me, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's the same thing. Unbelievable, isn't
Yeah.
it?
My father would come out. Oh, you missed a spot.
He was the guy who said he missed a spot.
Wash it again. This would pedal out to Boston every day.
No kidding, huh?
Oh,
And
yeah.
over 2 million miles on this thing.
If not more. It's everything is original in here. I have the original build sheet for the engine.
Man, that's cool.
You know, the only thing that we've really ever done was paint it.
For 55 years old,
Oh God.
that's in fantastic shape. So we're hosting the 3rd annual Toys for Tots truck show. Is that right, Tyler? Is it the 3rd annual? So we host it right here, 270 Main Street, Agawam, Massachusetts, and we're trying to fill a 53-foot dry van trailer full of toys. That's the goal. And we need help to be able to accomplish that. So we're gonna have a bunch of really cool trucks here, and the only price of admission is bring a toy to throw into the whole trailer. Yeah, and we're teaming up with Gear Jammer magazine to get it done. So he'll be here taking pictures for his magazine, and he'll be getting a bunch of people together. So we're gonna have some really cool trucks, really nice people, and we're excited to see how many toys we can get together this year. So November the 30th, I think that's a Saturday,
I believe so.
and it'll be like 8 a.m. to probably 2 p.m. So swing on down, check it out. Well, let's get this thing pulling out. You ready?
Absolutely.
Appreciate
you.
you guys. It's awesome to hang out with you both.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Nice to have customers around for 45 years. Thank you.
More to come.
Yeah, yeah, we ain't going nowhere, man.